Well, the Dallas Cowboys did it. Didn't think they could, but they actually pulled it out tonight.
Well, they did enough to do enough. If you want to say that. Listen, a win's a win, but listen, they got out here with a win. That's about all I can say on a lackluster performance. But it was a Thursday night game, short week. They was able to get a win, but the injuries that came out of this game more concerning.
Well, yeah.
Let's just look him down. Let's look him down. Trayvon Diggs cramping left but returned. DeMarcus Lawrence foot had X-rays, did not return. Malik Neighbors had a concussion for the Giants, did not return. And Michael Parsons ankle foot carted off, did not return. So
what do you think that is?
So both of your defensive ends did not return in this game. Both your high-paying star defense. Future high-paying and high-paying.
One of them won't be here next year. Don't worry about that.
Well, I'm just saying.
you decide which one.
He's here now, so
decide which one.
He's here now.
Decide which one that one is.
Carted off the field. I don't know much else on that, but ankle and foot. You got a lineman went down his leg, and got to be caught. The sock was off, and the foot and the shoe was off. So, that's all who knows what that could be. But yeah, Cowboys did win 20-15.
I don't think this team a playoff contender. Neither do I, Malcolm.
No, like I said, they if it was a better team they was playing, they lose this football game because they certainly gave the Giants a lot of opportunities to steal us at the end. But the Giants are just worse than they are. So it was the hopeless versus the hapless, and you can pick which team is which on this one. But yeah, Cowboys did enough. The defense played well. I guess you could say it played well. Depending on who they played against. Malik Neighbors looked. Malik Neighbors looked good. He's a good looking rookie. He got injured though, but he had 12 catches in this game for 115 yards. But CeeDee Lamb started off the game pretty good. Had a big play, but kind of once again tailed off. I don't know if it was the double teams or what the Giants were doing to take him out, but didn't see much from Brandon Cooks. Fergie got going. Tober got going. Had a little bit of running in the running game, but all in all, short week got with a win.
Brandon Cooks his height showed up again in this game and just couldn't. This offense is very stagnant, and to the credit, you've heard people say all week they don't get creative enough with this offense. They don't move. They don't do a lot of play action. They don't send people in motion. This is why I want a young coordinator coming in here next year. I need somebody that's coordinator's going to fire up some plays and get some shots downfield.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, like I said, you want somebody to get shots, but you got to have the horses to do it. And they don't. All
I kept seeing was curl routes.
They don't have team speed. They don't have. They don't. You keep saying
team is
you keep answering your question.
Yeah, this team is so poorly put together.
They don't have Michael Gallup. They don't have a wide receiver with team speed when the speed on it. So they got a bunch of possession receivers. So that's the reason why they wear a lot of curl routes and slants.
And this Cowboy team is so poorly constructed, man. It's ridiculous.
So who's that fall on? Who actually does that fall on?
My guy Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry and Steven, the Jones boys. So poorly constructed. Talked about that last week. And like I said, the Giants came right on time for them, but you only play the Giants one more time, and I think it's a while before you play them again. Next up the Steelers, and with that defense, I don't think you have the opportunity you had this week, especially with what we can say, even though they ran the ball okay, they still have trouble running the football. And like they don't have any explosion outside.
Mike is not using Cooks the right way in this offense. The offense is too old. So it's the defense. But we're talking about something different. The team isn't a regular season contender. They won't even make the playoffs. Ouch.
Yeah, it's looking that way, man.
Ouch.
Like I said,
especially now with all these injuries.
They got all these injuries piled up. But like I said, it's a game where to me it wasn't a win-win unless you beat the Giants. It doesn't solve the problems. They just able to get out here with a win. I guess for some guys, that's all concerning. But I'm a downward thinking guy. I look forward.
And you look towards the future.
Yeah, and look toward the future. It's still not a really good football team. They just did, like I said, enough to win the game, and they did that. So they're 2-2. Giants fall to 1-3. Next up, a Sunday nighter in Pittsburgh against the Steelers. Good luck.
Yeah, but
still trying to find out about Michael Parsons.
Oh, are you waiting on that?
I'm still trying to find out.
Okay, well.
But then still no updates.
Hopefully, I hope this is Vosh. Okay, this is Vosh. Hopefully somebody can.
Here you go. Michael Parsons carted off the field, medical tent. Like it appears to be a left ankle. No update has been released yet.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, but you did say, you know.
Well, we got Vosh here. Hopefully, Vosh can weigh in on what's going on here. Vosh, do we have you?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
How we doing? Yeah, well, the Cowboys won, so that's good, right?
Anytime you win in the NFL is a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, well, we had somebody call you. We actually had somebody call you. I can't remember who. I can't remember if it was my brother or not. He says he wanted to see you defend this Dak and receivers combination. He wants you to see you defend it after what happened last week and the way they're playing now.
Your brother wants me to defend the way Dak is playing in the receivers?
No, the way Dak and CeeDee, the Dak and CeeDee combination. I think it was about last week. I think that was a shot about last week, but he wants you.
Yeah.
He says, what do you have to say about it now?
I can defend it. There's a lack of I mean, the term escapes me, but there's a lack of I want to say continuity. I don't want to say like trust or whatever the situation must be. But like there's a disconnect. That's what I'm looking for.
There you go.
There's a disconnect with Dak, and Dak hasn't looked great all season.
You think Dak played bad last Sunday?
Okay.
Yeah, he did. I can tell you that. Yeah, he did play. He played good in one quarter, but the one quarter on the final, the rest of the game.
I mean, he hit CeeDee and CeeDee dropped passes and CeeDee fumbled the ball.
Yeah, but he didn't have a great game total out. He just had a great fourth quarter.
That's debatable. I don't see Dak being the reason.
I didn't say he was the reason.
Okay, but I don't think he played bad last week.
Well, his passes haven't looked sharp. Today in the first half they were good, pinpoint, accurate, everything. He was going to Ferguson. He was going to the fullback. He was going to CeeDee Lamb a little bit. Like they don't. I mean, I'm sorry, bro, but like Dak doesn't look like the Dak of last year or the Dak that beat Tom Brady. He just looked like, he looks like a pedestrian regular quarterback who just happened to get paid. So I'm not counting his money like at all. I'm happy that Dak Prescott will be a Cowboy for eternity. But at the same time, this team with Dak as a quarterback, this team doesn't look like a team that you're confident behind. We're not confident about the Cowboys. We're not confident about the defense, which we have been in the past. We're not confident with the weapons that Dak has. We love CeeDee Lamb. I've said it time and time again. CeeDee Lamb.
Are you sure after last week a lot of people don't love him no more?
Well, I mean, CeeDee Lamb will be a Hall of Famer. Dak has weapons. Dak has people. Zeke is back. Derrick Henry should have been a Cowboy, but then Jones just told you no. We have issues everywhere when it comes to the team. From the front office all the way down to the kicker, which we saw today, that the kicker missed a kick from 51 yards. We all want him to be perfect, But Brandon Aubrey showed y'all he's not perfect either. Brandon Aubrey said, "I'll miss one for 51, and now we still have a ball game in our hands." He could have iced the game, but
I think that was on the coach. I think because he rushed that kick because the clock was going down on the play clock was going. I think he looked up and knew he had to rush that kick. When it got the snap off at 1 second. So I'm not trying to give him a pass, but I think that's what happened. I think if they call a timeout and just give him time to go through his regular warm up instead of having to rush a kick, I don't think he.
Why were they rushing the kick though?
And that's what I'm talking about. You pull it all the way down to 1 second, call timeout, and then go and kick the ball. Don't have him have to do unusual things where he don't have to. That was just my opinion too. I do got something from one Saul Goodman.
Oh, okay.
Shout
out to you, Saul.
Yeah, I guess he's not a Michael Parsons fan. He said Michael Parsons just faked an injury so he could start his podcast early before the game finished.
Oh, come on, Micah.
There you go.
Come on, Micah. Knock it off.
Boy, Saul Goodman, everybody. Saul
Goodman. Well, there's Saul Goodman. Well, we're considered casuals, and Michael Parsons is faking an injury.
Now, if he's in the locker room with podcast,
but I mean, like look at it like this here. You went on the road and won a game that basically your fan base had kind of like wiped you out of, and the media pretty much counted you out of as well. And then you go win a tough game. It was a boring game. It wasn't fun. There was nothing cosmetic fun about it. It was just boring. And they pretty much won a battle of attrition. And in the playoffs, you taking this win, right? Everybody is taking this win in January. So to go on the road and win this type of game, it doesn't speak volumes at all because because of what we saw in weeks 2 and 3. But it gives those guys in the locker room, confidence. And you can always build up confidence. And I was actually going to say this, y'all, at halftime, but we had the kids on. I was going to say this. I think that the Cowboys are one of those teams right now that can build a building block type team that can build later on in the season. All you need is to have a season to where you're keeping pace, which that's what they did today. You're keeping pace with the Eagles. You're keeping pace with now Washington, which I still have Washington winning the NFC East, but you also keep pace in the relevance of the league saying, hey, but like Cuban said back in 2011, we ain't done yet. So the Cowboys still have work to do. And a lot of that has to deal with just, hey, man, we're just playing teams on our schedule. And we, like CeeDee said last week, I ain't done. I'm not done yet. Just throw me the fucking ball. And so
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't done yet. Just throw me the fucking ball. If y'all throw CeeDee the fucking ball and then just ball out like y'all have been doing, then, well, today, cool. I would love to win 20 to 15 every single week. I'm pretty sure Cowboy fans around the world would love to win 20 to 15 if CeeDee is good, if Dak is good, if the running game is okay, if the defense is okay, give me 1 or 2 turnovers. So, yeah, I'm not really tripping. Today was just one of those games that you had to win. And so now we look forward to Pittsburgh in 10 days.
Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but like I said before, I'm gonna see how these injuries are. Seeing that both of your pass rushing defense ends both left the game and didn't return. I got something from John Micha right here.
Uh-oh. Do I need to hear the breaking news, Sander?
No.
Okay.
Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy. Road wins are the best. We feel great about what we accomplished.
We know they can't win at home.
Yeah,
so
you finally got to win. We have a lot of work to do. Mike McCarthy did not have an update on Michael Parsons' injury. Let me look up the timeline.
I'm trying to find. I'm waiting on the post game press conference.
Timeline. That was all Mike Machota had. He said Cowboys improved to 2-2 in the season, but still looks like a team with a lot of issues. Yep, they do. Like I said, listen, you take the win, you take it where you can get it, but in the totality of it, you still, like, in my opinion, Mike, you got a lot of issues. This team still has trouble running the football. It was still, and you also have problems, Tovach. I think you will agree on this with me. Problems now out of your rookie left tackle who seems to have problems with pass rush, especially going from outside to the inside, having a problem taking care of the inside of a pass rush, and then committing a lot of penalties. So that's something I didn't like in this game, especially seeing Tyler Guyton again, third game in a row where he looked even worse than the previous game.
Yeah, there's a maturation. There's a maturation process that has to come with those guys, especially protecting a $240 or $260 million dude. And so like now, they go like, if you go into the locker room, take a sigh of relief, say, "Hey, we won that one," and then you look forward to the next week, and you go on the road against another team that you should beat on the road. On the road, you should beat them on the road as well. So like, hopefully you can like build. So the NFL, everybody goes, well, it's 17 games, it's 16 games, it's 17 games, and it's always a sprint. It's not really though. And the Cowboys are playing a lot of games in a few amount of days here, like right here. The first 4 or 5 games right now have been within like 20 days, 25 days type stuff. So they are getting a lot of football quickly. And I love it. I love it because CeeDee Lamb showed his frustration. Dak hasn't been up to par. The defense is still trying to figure out who they are. They gave you a pick at the end of the game. Brandon Aubrey is your best weapon. The running game, we still can't figure that part out. And then the receivers are going, hey, is 40 our best receiver? Is number 40 our best receiver?
He may be the best running back.
Yeah, so with all that being said, you still got the games to show yourselves. And I think that this team can actually develop a characteristic of, hey, we can be battle tested. We may not be as good as we think we are, or as our jerseys would say, but we can go out there and say, hey, we will line up and play our asses for 4 quarters. And that's pretty much as the Cowboy fan, as media, as front office people, waitresses, bartenders, whatever, in that building. That's all we really ask for, is for y'all to line up and play and show you have a little bit of confidence.
Yeah. Like I said, you don't apologize for wins. You got it. But, and so you take it to the bank. But like I said, it's a lot of issues. Just in my opinion, you played a team less of talent than you did this week, and it was lucky you got them on a 4-day week. If you're gonna play any kind of team, play this team on a 4-day week. On a Thursday night. Get this out the way because they're gonna need it on next Sunday night going up to Pittsburgh. Hostile environment. Cowboys rivalry game Sunday night. Terrible towels waving everywhere. Against a Steelers team that's really feeling themselves, man, playing defense and running the ball, not turning it over. So gonna be an interesting challenge. But like I said, you got to win. The 3 things that disturb me is first I'm still got to see about the injuries to St. Louis and Michael Parson. Hopefully that's not bad. And also, like I said before, Tyler Guyton still looks uncomfortable out there. He's either gonna have to get a guy who can help Chip to help him out, or get some quick setting plays. Because in one play, I saw Dak Prescott get buried on a spin move, and he got buried. I thought, man, shoot, boy, he bounced back up, but boy, when he got drilled into the ground, you always want he's your highest paid player on the team. You one hit away, so you got to shore that up with him on that left side, because that's his most protected side, because he's a right-handed quarterback.
I think the secondary acquitted themselves nicely today. You had the guard, Mr. Neighbors, who was a tough cover. I think Diggs. I think I can't say his name, so I'm gonna call his number out, 26, 27 in the secondary. I think Overstone had a good one. I think the defense really played well today. I mean, you held them to 15 points. And Daniel Jones is not, I mean, he's not a bad quarterback. He's not a good one either. He's not gonna set the world on fire. But for you to go on the road in that environment, Bowling fans, Giants fans, Giants fans can't stand their team or the other team. So to go to New York, the nation's capital, or I'm sorry, that's DC, but to go to New York and pretty much hold that team to 15 points, and then you escape with a win in week 4, I think you're okay. You're just an okay team. I'm not going to say, man, watch out down the road.
Right.
I'm not going to say that. But I can also see to where if a team builds, if you build on momentum, sports is all about momentum. If you build on momentum, you'll be just fine. So hey, Cowboys, you won a game. So now next week on another road game, go build on that too, and then we'll see you back at home after that.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but forgive me. I just can't get excited about this win. I just can't. I understand you said you take wins whenever you can get them here in the NFL, but I just can't get excited about it. I mean, as you seen earlier, I jumped off the. Do I need to jump off again? Am I good?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't need you spraying. You ain't got to take.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So. Okay. So, Kendrick don't want me to jump again, but I mean, I'm still the star is still over my heart. Okay, it's gonna always be over my heart, but. Do I think this team is going to the playoffs? No. Do I think they're going to win a Super Bowl this year? No. I mean, that's all I care about at this point. I just don't. They can win as many games as they want to. I just don't see the fight. I don't see the. It's like you said, like Dak. Dak doesn't look like Dak to me.
I'm gonna go with you on this one. They need to make a trade for some kind of explosive play on offense.
They need a receiver that can go down and get what's name.
They can't make and listen. I think what Walt's trying to get at, you're not going to drive the ball 12 plays, 80 yards every possession. That just doesn't happen. You want to pick up penalties, or turnovers, something bad.
Yeah, apparently Tyler Guyton is going to be getting fined because he was complaining about the referees.
So
way to go, Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, I'm the way to play referee. Them were blatant holds.
You did it. You did it. You were holding.
And the way Tyler Guyton was holding, he definitely ain't gonna go 80 yards. So they're gonna have to find some way to get explosive plays in this offense, or it's gonna be a long year, because like I said, you're not gonna be able to drive 12 plays, 80 yards every possession. You're gonna have to find a way to get some kind of explosive plays, some kind of way. And that's up to Mike. That's on Mike McCarthy. He's the offensive coordinator.
Unfortunately.
It's what it is.
Boy, I'd love to hear from him tonight. Hear what he had to say about. But I'm really, really tonight, I really don't care what anybody has to say. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I mean, as he said, they still got work to do. Yes, they still got work to do. I mean, Vosh, let's be honest here. They usually destroy the New York Giants, and they did not destroy the New York Giants. They barely beat the Giants tonight.
It was ominous. It was ominous. I mean, I kept like the bottom was gonna fall out. It was just lucky you played a bad team.
If they were playing anybody else tonight, they get smashed tonight. Sorry.
You play.
They get smashed tonight.
I was telling Walt, I said they're playing around with the food. This thing is too close to where it should be, But you played a bad team, and you were a better football team and better enough just to get the win. In my opinion,
I won't style point a win, especially on the road in the NFL. It's not basketball, and I'll even say it with the Mavs. Like it's not really the end of the world if you don't win on the road, but winning on the road, dude, I mean that's amazing considering you don't play again for another 10 days. And so by doing so,
technically 11 because you play at night nighttime.
Yeah, so so it was next in 10 days. So it's in next Sunday night.
Yep, you play Sunday night.
So next Sunday night, you're playing on the road. Man, look, win the games, as you can. So like, Wall, you were saying that it doesn't look good. The win doesn't look good. That's cool.
It's not that it doesn't. It's not that it doesn't look good. It's just that this was the Giants. You usually smash and demolish the Giants, and the Giants. What we put up on? They put 15 points on it, even though they were all field goals. They didn't score. The good thing is they didn't score touchdowns.
Okay.
I mean,
that I can think of.
Hold on, got something else. Okay. Michael Parsons' left ankle is taped. In locker room, he's limping, but he's moving around on his own and okay, and seems to look okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
A little sprain.
Meanwhile, DeMarcus Lawrence injury is not serious. That he says, quote, that shit hurts, but I'll be okay. He said.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah, just rub some dirt on it. Be all right.
And they got 9 to 10 days to heal from that. So in the next 9 or 10 days, everybody will draw it up. Look at the Cowboys as just a middle of the road team, and then they'll either respond to that, or they'll be like the Cowboys that lost to the Saints. They'll be like the Cowboys lost to the Saints, and I mean it'll be ugly all over again. So with you winning tonight, exercise a few demons, but not the demons.
Yeah.
The main demons, you're still,
It's like I said. Like I said in the pregame, you stayed off execution.
Yeah. So basically, so now the court is actually hearing your argument instead of executing your ass on Monday morning. You know what I'm saying? So now you live till Friday, and then maybe Twitter will get behind you, and then maybe who's the girl that played for Connecticut that saved the dude from Maya Moore. So now maybe you can be Maya Moore and then just like saving the dude if you go on a win streak of maybe 2 or 3 games.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Maya Moore. She's still here, right?
Yeah, she just went to the Hall of Fame.
All right, R.I.P. to her career. If that dude never got in touch with her, then maybe she would still be on the court. But whatever.
Ouch. The Cowboys have underachieved for 30 years.
No lie on that. But
no lies told there, Chris Jones. No lies told there.
We always at school when the Cowboys won.
Actually, that's a lot. It's been 28 years because 30 years ago, the Cowboys were still damn good, and we were still looking at maybe 5 in a row.
Stop trying to shortchange us 2 years.
But I'm just saying.
Give us those 2 years.
I'm trying to figure out 2 years. You talking about after 96, Emmett got old. Michael started using.
Well, Michael was done. Remember, Michael had the neck. He was done in 96. So the Cowboys went 3-0, and then they went to Carolina.
Michael was done like 97 to 98.
No, he was done in 96, like 96, and when Carolina came. And Michael took that dive. That was it.
When was he in court for
that was 96. No, he was done in 97.
That was 95. So Michael was in court with the whole NBC shit. That was NBC
when
shit. That was 95.
When he had that mink coat on and he had
the fur coat on it. That was 1995.
In June. It was
in the damn heat, bro. In the heat, he had a fur coat on. That tells me that Florida motherfucker said, "To hell with you, media people. Don't keep up the intensity. Don't forget the intensity. Never forget the intensity." I remember it like yesterday.
Okay, get some more stuff on.
Yeah.
You ready for the stats?
Yeah, go just give us the stats, man.
All right, let's get to the stats in this 20-15 win over the New York Football G-Men.
Good God.
Cowboys go to 2-2. The Giants go to 1-3. Total yards. Actually, the Giants outgained them. 303 to 293 for the Cowboys. Passing yards, the Giants had 277 to the Cowboys 213. Cowboys actually outrushed them. Cowboys rushed for 80 yards. Meanwhile, the Giants only rushed for 26. Yards per play for both teams. Cowboys with a 5.7 yards per play on offense. The Giants with a 4.7 per play. First downs, Giants edged them out 16-14. Third down efficiency.
Oh no, Michael Irvin was done in 99.
Third down efficiency. The Giants were 5 out of 16 on third downs. The Cowboys were just 3 out of 10 fourth downs. The Giants was actually 3 out of 4 on fourth downs. The Cowboys were 1 of 1. Total plays, the Giants had 65 plays to the Cowboys 51. Sacks allowed, both teams allowed 1 sack. Punts, the Cowboys punted 3 times. The Giants punted once because they kept going for it. Penalties.
Kind of had no choice.
Penalties. The Giants had 4 for 35. The Cowboys, once again, high penalty yardage right there. Wow. 11 penalties for 89 yards. The Giants had a turnover, that late interception. Time of possession, the Giants had it 35 minutes and 37 seconds to the Cowboys 24 minutes and 23 seconds. Get to the individual stats. As we look over here, Dak Prescott, he was 22 of 27 for 1 yard. Rico Dow was the high rushing man of the night. 11 carries for 46 yards, 4.2 yards per carry. Ezekiel Elliott carried it 5 times for 19 yards for 3.8 yards per carry. Where have all the flowers gone? Long standing. CeeDee Lamb also carried it 3 times for 8 yards, 2.7 yards.
Chris Jones said, it's bad when we overly celebrating the win against the Giants.
Yeah, this is where we at in life right now.
Hey, Chris, we got to laugh to keep from crying, dog.
This is where we at in life right now, Chris. Hunter Lupke also carried it for 8 yards, for a 4-yard carry, 4 yards per carry average. Dak Prescott also had 2 carries for 1 yard. I think one was a quarterback sneak. CeeDee Lamb caught 7 passes for 98 yards and a touchdown. Jason Ferguson also caught 7 for 49. Jalen Tolbert also had 3 for 24. Brandon Cooks, he had 1 catch, 16 yards. That's it. Rico Dow had 1 catch for 15 yards. That lets you know what Brandon Cooks had in life. Hunter Lupke also had 2 for 14. And Ezekiel also had a catch for 5 yards. Eric Kendricks had 6 tackles, 7 assists. Your boy Overshawn had 6 tackles, also had 2 assists. Jordan Lewis had 5 tackles in the game. Malik Hooker also had 5 tackles in the game. Donovan Wilson had 4 tackles and an assist. Booth had 4 tackles in this game. Osi also had 3 tackles and an assist. Who was it? Lufalu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3 tackles. Smith also had 2 tackles and assists. Michael Parsons. You said it, his stuff. He had 2 tackles and no assists and no sacks in this game. DeMarcus Lawrence also had a tackle and assist before he got injured. No sacks. Trayvon Diggs also had a tackle and assist. Nealon also had a tackle and an assist, and Golston had 2 assists for they had no tackles in this game. They don't have Brandon Aubrey, 2 for 3, including that 60-yarder, but did miss that last kick. He put up 8 points in the game, and Brandon and Anger also had 3 punts for a total of 165 yards, 55-yard average, including 1 inside the 20. There you go.
And did you talk about Brandon Aubrey, his miss?
Yeah, he had that miss. He
missed field goal.
He had that miss, man. He had that miss.
Did y'all hear Nealon story earlier today?
The who story?
Oh yeah, by his
Nealon?
mom. Yeah, it's by his mom. Yeah.
So yeah, for that young man, I'm cheering for him because now it means more than football, and usually it does. But I mean, yeah, to hear his story, and for those of you just joining us, like he lost his mom basically like in the last like a year and a half, 2 years ago type stuff, and then he proceeds to get drafted by the Cowboys, and so like he talks to his mom every single day, every single game. His spiritual self, his spiritual mom. So yeah, I'm cheering for that guy. And then he had a sack today, so he was everywhere tonight. And so yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for a lot of guys with that kind of story. But then also again, I'll say it again, number 40, man, Mr. Hunter Lipke, like dude. He's gonna be a weapon. He might make the Pro Bowl if Dak keeps throwing the football to him because that dude is everywhere. He's utilized a lot.
Are we the only team that has a fullback?
No, you got people. They don't use it much.
San Fran has one too.
Yeah,
right.
You got about 10 to 14, about half the leagues they got fullbacks.
The league will say no running backs. No fullbacks, barely use tight ends, and then all of a sudden they'll go back to that and conform to all that old stuff. So everything is cyclical. It's a cycle with everything. Copycat league. So yeah, I mean, they come and
go. Bro, get the fuck out of here with the supernatural talk. We need wins.
Which part? Which part?
Talk about what's the name and his mom or whatever.
He ain't trying to hear it, man.
How you hate the man mom, man? Come on, man.
He ain't trying to hear it, man. He's still.
Come on, man. How you hate the man, Chris Jones? Come on, Chris Jones. How you gonna hate the man mom, man?
Chris is frustrated, man. He ain't trying to hear about his mom.
Come on, man.
Why is he so? But all right, so look, Chris, hold on, Chris. So like, if that's me, I mean. That really is how Cowboy fans work, though. Cowboy fans work like that, bro. They don't care about nothing else but just Cowboy wins and the star being what it is, and that's kind of sad because like for the last 28 years, you fools been on, you idiots been buying jerseys and going to games, spending money, and it hasn't equated to shit. And you guys, you fans, Chris. Y'all been miserable, bro. And it's translating. And just by saying, hey, I'm rooting for a guy who just lost his mom. Chris, if you lost your mom, you actually feel the same way. It's sad, dude. It's sad how fans like you, Chris, are just like, hey, we just want to win. We just want to win. That's it. What?
I don't know what.
Like, bro, he's upset that the Cowboys won today. He's mad that the Cowboys won.
Bro, they get paid millions to play.
Do you see what I'm saying? So because they get paid millions of dollars, don't make them impervious to people that die in their family, dude. You should be ashamed of yourself, Chris. Thank you for watching, by the way. We appreciate that part.
Chris ain't caring, man. He worried about the Cowboys.
Chris wants dubs, bro.
Chris worried about these Cowboys, man.
Dude, that's sad, bro. I'm sorry. Look yourself in the mirror, dog, because if you're in week 4 talking about a player and how you don't give a fuck about him losing his parents, but he got a sack for you today. He got a sack, dude.
Bro, it's football, not a soap opera.
Okay, all right. So I'll let Chris. Hey, look, Chris, celebrate your Cowboys win. And then, by the way, number 97 or number 94 got a sack for you. And so I hope you're happy with that part because Cowboys did win.
Who got a sack?
Yeah.
You did get a sack.
Nealon. Yeah, Nealon got a sack, bro. And so, like,
94. I thought you said number 90.
No. Yeah, no, 94. So, Chris, you need help, though, sir. I'm just letting you know, dog.
Well, Vosh, what are you doing? You're just a casual. How dare you?
Oh
You
yeah,
care more about the story than you care about us getting wins. What the hell is wrong
I
with
totally
you?
forgot that part. Yeah, call me Bob Costas because I only care
Yeah.
about the story. Like
Yeah,
what? What?
Interviewing Vince McMahon or something, bro? What is this?
He's got a nice show on Netflix.
Oh, I started
Like
watching some. I fell asleep on it.
Okay.
Cowboy fans worry more about the actual win and not the family situation. That is telling, dude. That's sad. Hey man,
Gosh, they get paid millions of
Hey,
dollars. What are you talking about?
Listen, Bosh, Chris just said we was trying to get these dubs, man. We ain't trying to hear nobody's live story.
Not trying to hear
Okay.
story, Bosh.
So he wants to play Madden then. So basically, Chris, go be a gamer because those guys don't have families. Just go be a gamer and then worry about Xbox and PlayStation. Your life, sir.
Vosh, can I ask you this? Are you impressed by this win tonight? I don't know if we got your answer on that.
I mean, impressed? No. You just took care of business. You just got 2-2. Basically, tonight was the equalizer. Tonight actually kept you relevant because if you go down 1-3, then you got the like the Eagles are laughing at you, Washington is laughing at you, and then these other teams are like going, "Hey man, we ain't got like the Cowboys ain't shit," and so tonight you just basically say, "Hey, we ain't done yet, and here we are still in the hunt." Even though it's early, you're still quote unquote in the hunt with Philly, in the hunt with Washington. The Giants, not so much. Imagine being a Giants fan tonight. Think about that. If you're a Giants fan
all
tonight,
you did with the Giants is move. You moved from the last position to number 3 because now I think the Giants are the worst team in the in the division.
Well, all the New York fans got to do is think about how they marathon to go to prison with 45.
So the Giants have zero wins in the division, and Washington has 1, right? Because Washington beat the Giants already, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We don't have any, and the Eagles don't have any.
No, Eagles haven't played the
Cowboys got 1. The Cowboys got 1.
Oh yeah, now the Cowboys got 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we tied with the what's the name?
Tied with who?
With wins in the division, you got 1.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you're
but you
good.
You still third in record. You still second in record because you're 2-2. You got 2.
But I mean, all you gotta do is just win your division. Just go win the division. Just win the division.
Well,
and everybody else is fine.
Well, unfortunately, that won't happen because we don't have back-to-back winners.
Well, Mike McCarthy better hope so. Your job may be depending on this.
I think we're about to get an interview real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm almost certain it's probably gonna be Coach McCarthy here on this interview. That's coming up.
Hub.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying. Gotta talk something.
Actually, it's not. CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, he talked this Sunday. He talked today.
Chatterbox today.
Yeah,
interesting.
Sunday.
Okay, so let's go to CeeDee Lamb real quick and hear what he had to say about tonight's game. All right, let's go here. All right, so here's CeeDee Lamb.
Obviously, getting started early is very important. Getting a feel for the game, seeing how they're covering me, and then kind of exposing their hand early. So, felt good. Appreciate it. Finally got one-on-one. I think that was the only one-on-one I got all game, and we exploited it. Shout out Dak for the ball. Shout out OC for the play call. So.
What's your mindset? You know you're going to go out of one-on-one. So what do you do?
Go score. Nah. Everything was just kind of going by fast in that situation. And, all the passion and everything kind of came out of me. Granted, I scored first, so that was a plus. But, I told my coach that won't happen again. I just get one a year, and that was my one.
That stuff built up for that.
It was built up from a long time ago.
When you have Auburn on your side, make a play, tip out there.
Yeah, I told him. I said, bro, I appreciate you, bro. I didn't blink a bit once the flag came out or whatever, but then I definitely went over there and told him that I appreciate him for the consistency and everything that he brings to the table. So.
Short week tonight, a lot of guys got banged up tonight. What did you say about the team game?
Sunday to Thursdays are not NFL players. Favorite or ideal, but obviously for everyone to, push through, and then knowing in the back end we get more time to rest, get to watch the games as if we are a fan. So happy about that. Get more time to rest, but then getting it out early is probably the best thing about it.
First time the Cowboys have ever had to travel in just 3.5 days rest going on.
Okay,
it's
so
not
that's
really-
that was a CeeDee. I'm sorry, that was CeeDee Lamb right there. Very very talkative today after last week's game. When he walked out on us and didn't speak.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get a dub. Listen, CeeDee Lamb's competitive. Listen, he had a bad game, had a bad day. It happens. He talked about he gets one a year. He said he used up his one, so he's done for the year. We'll wait and see on that. But nice bounce back game, 7 catches, 98 yards, a touchdown, able to help his team to a big win. But like I said, it's on him, man, because he's their most consistent, most dangerous weapon on this offense. It's him, and then it's a gap, and then it's Ferguson, and then it's another gap, and everybody else. So every game, I remember I talked to Tovash. I talked to you, Tovash, and I remember what I said that for this team to be successful, he's going to have to get it touches, whether it's running the ball, jet sweeps, reverses. He's going to touch the ball just about 15 to 20 times. He's going to have to touch the ball because it is a lack of talent on this offense. It just is.
Very lack of talent.
That's an indictment. That's an indictment on your owner and GM. And so, okay.
They're the same guy, Vosh.
Okay, so I'm not going to bash him and say, sell the team like Oakland A's or, do something silly or whatever. But that's an indictment on the GM, the owner, and then even Will McClay and Steven. So from Will McClay to Steven, they're of course player personnel, but I think that Will McClay knows personnel in football more than Steven does. And I think that Will McClay knows more football X's and O's than Jerry and Steven. With Jerry just being Jerry Jones. Like Jerry is just there to show y'all, hey, I'm still Jerry Jones. I will still sell y'all some shit, and y'all still gonna believe it. I will still rip your heads off, shit down your throat, and y'all will believe it. That's what the Cowboy fans do. We don't channel our anger or our needs or whatever to the right positions. And with that being said, Will McClay should have been a GM a long ass time ago. He just should have. But that's not how the Jones family work. That's not how the Dallas Cowboys work. And for 28 years, it hasn't worked. We just sit back and tolerate it.
Oh,
we still go to games.
We got Michael Parsons.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I told you, winning is important. It's hard to do in this league. So, edged out a 2015 win. So it wasn't perfect, you know what I'm saying? I'm done scraping by. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to scrape by them. I want legit wins. I want to win consistently. And we got a tough matchup next week. Yeah, I'm going to try to get back for it.
They only had 1 yard to carry. Just what was different about the run defense?
Man, the mentality, right? Like I said, it's nothing, thing about football, yeah, they say it's X and O, but everything's about mentality. Resetting the line of scrimmage, toughness, dominating the man in front of him. You know, that's all football's about, and everyone locked in on that. You know what I'm saying? I told you we came in Sunday, but I told you flashing is good. Let's do it consistently. You know, I mean, a team like that where there's a lot of chips, a lot of slides, a lot of running back help. You know, the running backs, I don't even think he released for a route unless it was a screen. I mean, you know, what I realized in this league, even the best get help. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we'll create a better plan for idea that I don't think we've seen a consistent running back, you know, tight end help that much. Maybe chips on the outside, but I mean, I'm telling you, he was stepping up into B gaps, sliding our way. You know, it was a good plan, but we got to create a better plan for it. You know, I'm in shock of Mozzie, man. Mozzie was dominant, bro. I mean, I told you, Mozzie just keeps getting better and better and better. You know, I always tell him it starts and ends with him, and I told him, I said, this is how you're gonna play. Make sure you get massage every week. Make sure you have a nice massage days. He's like, I need it. I was like, I got you. So I said, I'm gonna have a massage for you every week now.
What happened in the first half? You had about for a play.
Which one?
Dak or something.
Yeah, fucking Mozzie. That was him. I'm talking good about it. It almost took me out. You know what I'm saying? Just I collided with Mozzie. And I just had a quick sting, and I was like, damn. And the ref thought I was in concussion protocol. Yeah.
So he said it was just a stinger.
Oh, he's talking about
Bro, when they took him out for the concussion program. Real quick before we get to the next one, just Jerry Jones talk that's going around. Have you seen this on Twitter? Fire the GM, fire the GM movement that's going on.
People been talking about that for last decade. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, but they've got a movement going on where they've got T-shirts made.
They can have a movement all they want to, because you know what's all them T-shirts made? It's a longer jersey. See them Zeke, CeeDees, and Dak Prescott jerseys. He good with it.
Yeah, so there's a movement going around on social media to fire the GM. Hashtag fire Jerry or hashtag fire Jerry the GM, something like that. But it's going around Twitter, and it's starting to catch fire. Like a lot of people they've got signatures and everything signed.
They can have signatures.
Hand over to get Jerry Jones fired.
They can have signatures all they want to. The owner would never fire the GM because they didn't want it to say. The only way Jerry will fire the GM is when he leave out that building feet first. That's when he's fired. Period.
That's a good point.
So for us old heads, like, bro, we seen it, and then for the Cowboy fans that like get frustrated when they talk about us being casuals, well, for the Cowboy fans that talk about that bullshit that old dude just gave us a while ago, like we actually watch the games. We see the games.
Well, I didn't get bothered by being called a casual. I was fine with it.
But no, me too. But what I'm saying is like we see the same football game that y'all see. We actually watch it, and we too get frustrated when it comes to forward throwing to this person, and then forward throwing to this person, and then it not translating to a Super Bowl or an NFC title game. And then flash forward to about 5 years ago when number 9 was a quarterback. And then flash forward to that when number 12 was a quarterback. And then Testaverde. And then Bledsoe. And then flash forward to Drew Henson. And then flash forward to even before that when Randall Cunningham was here.
Oh,
Randall Cunningham was here. No. Number 12. I'm sorry. Who was it?
No,
yeah, but he was going down the list, and I was like, "Who's 12 at the time?"
Yeah.
He named it. You know, Ryan Leaf didn't wear number 12.
Well, Cunningham was too. And Cunningham, I think Cunningham wore 12 in Philly, but I don't know what number he wore here.
He wore 7.
He was 7. He was number 7.
Okay. And then Quincy Carter. And then, like, all these dudes. If y'all are frustrated, y'all not frustrated enough. So whoever's watching our show tomorrow, today, whatever, yesterday, whatever, who's ever watching this show, if you're frustrated with the Cowboys, even after this win tonight, you got a problem. If you're still going to games and showing up, still turning up in the parking lot, you are the problem. It's not me talking sports. It's not me.
Shots fired. That's been at the tailgate a couple weeks ago.
All I do is just talk
fun,
it. Yeah, I mean, I talk it. We all talk it. Kimchi talks it. Walt talks it. EA talks it. Sham talks it. We all talk. Like we all talk sports. But like, if you're like still showing up,
hold on one second, there, sir. Number 4 is speaking right now.
Oh, go ahead.
We got Dak Prescott.
That's your quarterback.
But we've got to build off of those drives and continue to go. Didn't finish the way that we wanted to, not to our standard. Left in the hands of the defense, which is credit to those guys for finishing, getting it done, not allowing any touchdowns. But we're an offense that can finish better and score more touchdowns than we did tonight. So we've got to look at ourselves in the mirror and go get that done.
How vital was getting a win tonight?
It was huge. It was huge. Yeah, after obviously losing 2, especially at home. Coming on the road, first division game. Division wins are always tough. As I said, then you add on the road before a long weekend, puts a better taste in our mouth. But at the end of the day, as I've said, even after those 2 losses, a couple weeks or the past 2 weeks, it's a process. So we're not gonna get complacent. We're not gonna get overexcited about what we've done tonight. It's about building, and it's about figuring out what we can do better in all phases. But it's a lot easier to do that with the win.
I think it's your 5th game where you've had a 80% completion percent or better in your career. Okay. Does that mean you're seeing it? Is that kind of what you're talking about? How you feel like you're seeing it?
Yeah, I mean, I was shooting for 80 tonight. As much as as well as I've been seeing it. Obviously, the first 3 games, the percentage hasn't showed that. So understanding that tonight we're going to have the opportunity for some underneath throws, attacking the autobahns, we say outside one-on-ones, getting CeeDee the ball. We knew we had an opportunity to just get off to a good start, get the run and the completions. Mike always talks about that, the rushes and the completions. So I think that's probably a solid number. Hadn't looked at the stats, but seeing it well.
Dak Prescott finishes with that 80% completion percentage.
All right, that was Dak. Mm-hmm. That's all we wait on is for Dak Prescott to speak on this post game show. Now, they call it worse out. What is the standard? What is the standard Dak is talking about? The players bring it up, but don't elaborate about it.
You want it? Okay.
What's that standard? And then Chris Jones says it's word salad.
Some of it is word salad. I mean, sometimes you get the football folks in there, but he did have one interesting comment. If you heard at the start of his no, he was talking about that he wasn't really satisfied with how the offense was. He said we can be better. We got to take more advantage of the opportunities we get. So I like to hear that he knows. We got the win. As we move on this year, we're gonna have to be able to create more opportunities, get more in the end zone because 20 points ain't gonna get it in this league consistently. You got to get into the high 20s or the low 30s to win games consistent in this league now.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up because we got to get up out of here. But Dallas Cowboys defeat the New York Giants 20-15. Some people are gonna be who ran about in the streets. Some people like me are just going to take it with a grain of salt and move on. But we will be back. Wow. Usually I'd say we'd be back on Sunday, but we're not going to be back on Sunday.
We got a weekend off.
Got a whole weekend off. So we'll be back Tuesday. And on Tuesday, boy, we got a lot to talk about with Cowboys, the WNBA playoffs, and what's it, Georgia versus them?
Yeah, 2 versus 4. Game of the year.
Yeah. So we got a lot to talk about come Tuesday.
My power rankings.
Yeah, the power rankings are coming to Kennedy. They might drop at midnight.
I'm sorry, but I don't think the Cowboys gonna be on there again.
They can't make. Don't blame it. course, we want to thank Vosh for joining us. We want to thank Barry Best for having us out. We want to thank those kids that gave us all their
man, it was awesome.
That gave us their names and their jersey numbers and the position they play at halftime.
Yeah, even little Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, little Patrick Mahomes back here. But yeah, man. So until Tuesday, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. If we don't see you around, and we will see you around Tuesday night for an episode of BFB.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Vosh, I was gonna tell you, whoever that was in the background that came behind you and ran, tell him we saw him.
That was my niece. Yeah, I saw it.
Tell her she wasn't that quick. We saw her.
Hey, yeah, she ain't fast no more. She used to be. She hey, so what you got? She approaching 30, but you know.
Well, I've been there, so I know what she saw.
Everybody can hear y'all. Everybody.
Facebook can hear you. All right, man. So we'll be back Tuesday night.